mists of Mount Emei are not like the mists of the mortal world. They are thick with spiritual energy, ancient and heavy, capable of hiding creatures that have breathed since the dawn of dynasties. It was here that Bai Suzhen had cultivated her spirit for 1,000 years. She was a white snake, pure and luminous, who had shed the skin of a beast to seek the enlightenment of the Tao. But enlightenment, she found, was cold. It lacked the warmth of a beating heart. Her companion, Xiao Qing, a spirited green snake with 500 years of cultivation, slithered beside her through the pines. "Sister," Xiao Qing hissed, her voice vibrating with impatience. "Why do we look down at the human world with such longing? They are frail. They die if they forget to eat. They freeze if the wind blows too hard." Bai Suzhen transformed then, the white scales melting into silk robes the color of fresh cream, her eyes turning from reptilian slits to deep, dark pools of human sorrow and joy. "Because, King," she said, her voice like a temple bell, "they understand something the immortals often forget. They understand passion." With a flick of her sleeve, she descended from the mountain, Xiao Qing following suit, transforming into a sharp-eyed maidservant in green. They headed for Hangzhou, a city whispered to be paradise on earth. It was early spring on the West Lake. The willows were weeping green threads into the water, and the peach blossoms were just beginning to blush.
The mortal world in spring is truly breathtaking.
And the humans are quite interesting too.
As is the temper of spring in Jiangnan, the sky suddenly bruised purple, and rain began to fall in sheets, blurring the line between the water and the sky. Bai Suzhen and Xiao Qing sought shelter under the eaves of an old pavilion near the broken bridge. It was there she saw him. He was a scholar, perhaps 20 years of age, with a face that wasn't strikingly handsome, but possessed a gentle, studious kindness. He carried an oil paper umbrella, struggling against the wind. When he saw the two women huddled and shivering, he didn't hesitate. "Miss," he said, offering the umbrella, "please, I live nearby. I can run." "But you will get wet," Bai Suzhen said, her heart doing something 1,000 years of meditation had never provoked. It skipped a beat. "A little rain is good for the mind," the scholar smiled. "My name is Xu Xian." He left the umbrella and ran into the gray curtain of rain. Bai Suzhen held the handle, which was still warm from his grip. That warmth traveled up her arm and settled deep in her chest. "Sister," Xiao Qing whispered, smirking, "I think your 1,000 years of cultivation just vanished in a single rainstorm."
He seems quite charming, doesn't he? Are you perhaps in love already?
The return of the umbrella was the excuse for the second meeting, and the third. Love bloomed not with the flashy brilliance of a firework, but with the steady, enduring growth of a lotus. Within months, they were married.
The bride and groom now performed the respectful bow to each other. We wish the happy couple eternal TKM.
They opened a medicine shop named Bao Ha Tang.
We are honored by your presence at the grand opening of Bao He Tang.
Please step inside and allow us to assist you.
Xu Xian was a diligent apothecary, but it was Bai Suzhen's secret touch that made their shop famous. She infused the herbs with a sliver of her magic, just enough to cure illnesses that baffled other doctors, but not enough to draw the eye of heaven.
Thank you for waiting. Your prescription is almost ready.
The lame walked, the blind saw shadows, and the fevered cooled. They were happy. It was a domestic bliss that felt more profound to Bai Suzhen than any immortality. But light casts shadows, and in the shadows of the Jinshan Temple, a pair of eyes watched. Fahai was a monk of immense power, but his heart was hard like a stone found in a riverbed, smooth but unyielding. He despised demons. He believed the order of the worlds depended on the strict separation of humans and spirits. When he walked through Hangzhou and saw the aura over Baohaipang, he smelled the serpent beneath the powder. He cornered Xu Xian one afternoon. "Donor Su," he rumbled, striking his staff against the cobblestones. "There is a demon in your house."
Honor Tzu, there is a demon in your house.
Xu Xian laughed, though nervously. "Master, my wife is the kindest woman in Hangzhou. She heals the poor for free." "Evil often wears a fair mask," he warned. "The Dragon Boat Festival approaches. Let her drink Regar wine. If she is human, she will merely be drunk. If she is a demon, the truth will reveal itself."
Happy Dragon Boat Festival! Let's drink to good health and ward off evil! Cheers!
The Dragon Boat Festival was a day of heat and noise. The air smelled of zongzi and mugwort. To drive away evil spirits, it was custom to drink wine laced with regar, arsenic sulfide. To a human, it was a mild purgative. To a snake spirit, it was poison. Bai Suzhen tried to abstain. "My husband," she pleaded, "I am with child. The wine makes me ill." But Xu Xian, the seed of doubt planted by Fahai sprouting in his mind, insisted gently. "Just one cup, my love, for luck, for protection."
Wife, it is the festival. Just a sip.
Husband, I really cannot drink today.
She could not refuse him without confirming his fears. She trusted her cultivation to suppress the reaction. She lifted the cup, her hands trembling slightly, and drank. The fire burned her throat instantly. Her human skin felt too tight. The room spun. "Husband," she gasped, stumbling towards the bed. "Leave me, do not look." She collapsed behind the bed curtains. Xu Xian, panicked, rushed to mix a sobering tonic. When he returned to the bed and pulled back the curtains, he did not find his beautiful wife. Coiled upon the silk quilt was a massive white serpent, its scales shimmering with a terrifying, otherworldly light. The shock was too great. Xu Xian's heart, ordinary and human, seized in his chest. He collapsed to the floor, dead.
What happened last night?
When the effects of the wine wore off, Bai Suzhen returned to her human form. Seeing her husband's cold body, she let out a wail that caused the waters of the West Lake to tremble.
Husband? That bald donkey, Fahai! He planned this! Tears will not bring him back, sister. We must kill the monk! No.
"I have killed him," she wept. "Fahai did this," Xiao Qing hissed, clutching her sword. "I will kill that bald donkey." "No," Bai Suzhen said, wiping her tears. Her eyes hardened. "There is only one way. I must go to the Kunlun mountains. I must steal the Lingji, the herb of immortality."
Guard his body, Queen. I will return before his soul leaves the mortal coil.
The journey to the celestial peaks was perilous. Bai Suzhen fought the Crane Boy and the Deer Boy, guardians of the celestial garden. She was weakened by her pregnancy and the Realgar, but her desperation made her fierce. She battled amidst the clouds, her white ribbons turning into weapons of steel. Finally, the old man of the South Pole, moved by her devotion to Immortal, granted her the herb. "Go," he said, "but know that defying fate carries a heavy price."
Love that defies heaven is rare.
She returned to Hangzhou and brewed the potion. The color returned to Xu Xian's cheeks. His eyes fluttered open, but the memory of the giant snake lingered in his mind like a nightmare.
Husband.
Fahai seized this moment. He abducted Xu Xian, taking him to Jinshan Temple on an island in the Yangtze River.
You are living with a monster, Donner Shu!
"You must become a monk," Fahai told the confused and terrified scholar. "Only the Buddha can protect you from the monster who wears your wife's face." Bai Suzhen and Xiao Qing stood on the banks of the river, staring up at the imposing temple.
Jinshan Temple! He has gone too far.
"Give me back my husband," Bai Suzhen screamed, her voice amplified by magic.
Fahai! Release my husband!
Fahai stood on the temple steps, impassive.
He is cleansing his karma, demon! Go back to your hole!
If you do not release him, I will flood this temple. I will bury you all under the Yangtze.
Bai Suzhen's patience shattered. She pulled the golden hairpin from her hair and threw it into the water. "If you will not release him, I will wash this temple from the face of the earth." She summoned the armies of the water. Prawn soldiers and crab generals rose from the deep. The waves of the Yangtze began to rise, higher and higher, a wall of water surging toward the island.
We are the tide! We are the storm! Forward to victory!
Fahai threw his alms bowl into the air. It grew until it covered the temple like a golden dome. "Arise," he commanded the earth. As the water rose, so did the temple, staying mere inches above the crashing waves. It was a battle of elements. Bai Suzhen, heavy with child, poured her life force into the flood. The waters roared, swallowing the surrounding villages, threatening to drown the innocent to save one man. Inside the temple, Xu Xian heard the chaos. He ran to the edge of the wall and saw the figure in white floating above the waves, her face pale with exhaustion and fury. It was not a monster he saw. It was the woman who handed him an umbrella in the rain. It was the woman who saved lives. "Xu Xian!" he cried out. Hearing his voice, Bai Suzhen's concentration faltered. A sharp pain shot through her womb. The labor had begun. Her magic collapsed. The waters receded, crashing back down with devastating force. Defeated and in agony, she fled with Xiao Qing to the broken bridge.
Hold on. We're almost clear of the temple. I can't. I'm so cold.
Xu Xian escaped the temple in the confusion and ran back to Hangzhou. He found them at the very place they had met. Bai Suzhen was pale, cradling a newborn son.
Husband, I am sorry. frightened you.
Xu Xian fell to his knees, weeping. I don't care what you are, snake or human, you are my wife.
I don't care what you are, snake or human, you are my wife.
They had a moment of peace, holding their son, looking out at the mist-covered lake. But the sound of chanting broke the silence. Fahai approached, his golden alms bowl glowing in his hand.
The time has come. The laws of heaven cannot be broken.
Take care of him. Tell him his mother loved him.
Bai Suzhen handed the infant to Xu Xian. No! Xu Xian grabbed her sleeve, but the golden light from the bowl was irresistible. It pulled Bai Suzhen away, shrinking her, drawing her into the vessel. Fahai took the bowl to the Thunder Peak, Leifeng Pagoda. He buried the bowl deep beneath the earth and commanded the pagoda to be built atop it, sealing it with a charm. When the West Lake dries up and the pagoda falls, only then shall the white snake be free. Years passed. Xu Xian did not remarry. He raised their son, Meng Zhao, telling him stories of a beautiful immortal who lived in the mountains. He opened the umbrella every time it rained, though he never used it, simply staring at the empty space beside him. The son grew up to be brilliant, top of the imperial examinations. He was a man of virtue, and his piety moved the heavens. Some say he returned to the pagoda to offer prayers so fervent that the heavens wept. Centuries later, the story goes, the Leifeng Pagoda did collapse. Whether by the ravages of time or the will of the gods, the bricks crumbled, and from the ruins, a streak of white light was seen shooting up into the clouds, followed closely by a green one. The West Lake remains, beautiful and rainy, and lovers still walk the broken bridge, holding umbrellas, knowing that love, if true enough, can frighten even the gods.